Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's intraday analysis video, brought to you by the creators of proprietary price, pattern, and time methodology. Learn the PPT strategies and profit for life. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. All right, tons to talk about today as the market is in near breakdown mode, and I want to dissect this because this is humongous. Across the board, the date, Thursday, November 7th, and the markets are sharply lower. S&P down 18 points, Dow down 111, NASDAQ is getting pummeled, down 58 points on the day, and I want to show you what's going on here. Those of you that have followed my previous videos the last few days, you know that there is an epic purgatory range that this market's been hovering in. All right, we opened up at the upper range here today, and let me go back and refresh your memory if you're brand new to these videos. Go back to a week ago from Wednesday, which was the day the FOMC policy statement was released. On that day, we opened and made a new all-time high with a high at 177.51. The low after the FOMC released their statement was 175.65. That was a heavy volume day where we made a new all-time high and sold off, reversing and engulfing the previous day. That put in a major range for this market, and I've stuck to this, and I'll say it again. When we close above or below this range, that will be where the trigger for either a breakout or a breakdown will occur. All right, this morning, amazingly, again, follow this purple line up here. I'm going to zoom back in. We opened, get this, 1 penny below that high from the FOMC day a week ago from Wednesday. Get that, guys. We opened 1 penny below it. We pierced it. We never closed above it. We reversed and we put a topping tail in here. That's a classic topping tail, folks. If you've never seen a topping tail before, that is a topping tail. It is a reversal signal. The markets then proceeded to fall dramatically, giving great scalp bounces along the way. We had a nice lunchtime bounce here, and now the markets have been punished all the way down. Now, the crazy thing about it is the markets are hovering right now below the low right here on FOMC day. All right, here was the high up here. Here was the low. Now, remember, it's a daily closing low. So just because we're below it intraday, we've been below intraday here, and even here for a pierce. Now we're below it again here, and we actually went to a beautiful little double bottom right there. But the key is, can they rescue the markets and save them and push them up back above this low of 175.65 on the SPY? Or do we finally have a break? Do we have a break in the dam where the water will flow out dramatically? Could we be on the verge of a sell-off in the markets? I find it interesting that Twitter IPO'd today, and it might be the top of the market. We might refer to this going forward as the Twitter top. All right, guys, so really some interesting things going on here. And again, look at the sell-off on volume. That tells me short-term you probably have a little bottom in place here. Can we float back up and get above this blue line, which is that line you're watching? Or do we stay below? Do we break down lower? Where do we close today? That will be the key, guys. And the beauty of it is, I've been accumulating shorts because even though we've been in purgatory, I still have a slightly negative bias on this market, just slightly, as I've told my members here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. But the key is I've been accumulating shorts that are on extended plays that have PPT methodology, proprietary technique signals to them. And I haven't been shy about going long on certain stocks. Last week we banked 21% on JCPenney, and today I took half of my position off TWGP, all right, on a pierce of $5, and you can clearly see that there as we go into that. But right there, beautiful pop there, and if we flip over to the daily chart, same thing, popped right up here. Now, you might say, well, how come you took half of your position off? Because it's honestly, you're still dealing with this 20 MA, so you have to kind of respect that. If it gets through the 20 MA, then I'm going to hold my second half for a move above $5, which is, I think, the ultimate target. That's really what you're looking for, a move to this gap window, which would be around $5 pierce. But right now, I was very happy taking 12.5% profit on a long trade today off half of my position, and I'll let the rest run with a break-even stop and play. All right, other than that, I shorted another stock today. Already in the money nicely on that one. I have a couple stocks out there already that are short, and that is what it's all about, folks. Being in the right position to profit in any direction this market decides to go in. Take a look at the Spiders Daily, guys. Look at this candle today. I love how we gapped up to yesterday's highs and we've reversed, and right now we're below 2 days ago low. We're below this trend line here. We're still above the 20 in the blue one. That's going to be a big level, but I am watching to see where this market closes. Where does this market close, guys? And if we go back to the intraday, you're kind of still below. This is the line to watch right here. That is the line. Do we close above it or below it? Above it, it's still in purgatory. They can float this market. They even have a possibility to break it to the upside. If we close below, I believe it will be the start of further downside. All right, now, interestingly enough, you might say, well, what caused the gap up today and then the sell-off? Well, really, the gap up was created because the ECB, which is the European Central Bank, lowered interest rates. So they're basically going into full free money policy like the Federal Reserve. They're going to be even more dovish than the Federal Reserve. Well, that caused the dollar to spike here. It caused commodities to drop. And that initially was good. The markets, if you look at the futures pre-market, popped up tremendously around 7 in the morning this morning. However, GDP numbers came out today. GDP numbers were very, very good. Now you might say, well, how come GDP was good and the market sold off? Well, guess what? Good GDP numbers, very strong GDP numbers, more likely the Fed stops the drug flow eventually. All right, when it will be, your guess is as good as mine. All I know is that good economic data, strong economic data is actually a negative for this market. All right, really some crazy stuff going on. Markets are inching down again. If we take out this low, the likelihood of a close below that previous low is very significant. These are your next levels to look for, by the way. If we take out 75.20 here, which is this double bottom low, then you're looking at a next level at around 74.90, which 174.90, excuse me, on the spiders. So that'll be your next level right there. All right, couple other stocks to look at. First of all, let's take a look at Twitter. Got to just look at it just because it's in play. The beauty of Twitter, guys, I was talking to the chat room when I was on earlier after this debuted, and the stock was running towards $50. Now, if you know, like I know, how even numbers work, then you know that it's going to pull back off of a pierce to $50. So as it was going up, I didn't get filled on this. My order was a little higher, and they actually didn't even have shares for me to borrow, but I was trying to get in around the 50.35 level. It didn't quite get there. It only got to 50.09, but this was perfect. I mean, it pierced 50 by 9 cents, going to 50.09, and then reversed and went down to 44. I mean, $6 drop, over 10%. And now, believe it or not, what's crazy is you're actually making a bearish pattern. Now, listen, I don't know where Twitter's going to be in the next week or two. I mean, this thing is going to trade erratically, I think. But the crazy thing about it is, it's a bearish pattern. Any way you cut it, Twitter has a bearish intraday pattern here. So we'll have to follow this and see again how it all kind of plays out. Very, 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 I say, again, interesting action on Twitter. Couple other stocks getting punished. Remember I said the NASDAQ was absolutely getting annihilated. Take a look at Baidu today, BIDU, down nicely. It's well off its lows, but still down over $2. Google's off its lows as well, but it's still down $9. Apple's down 5. Amazon's down 10. Amazon's getting annihilated here. This is a big breakdown on Amazon because if you remember from previous videos, we had a range here. The gap up candle from earnings range was from here to here. And look at this. This is a breakdown. So this is going to continue to go to the 20 MA, and then eventually it should go down here to the gap fill level. So that's very bearish on Amazon, actually. Very, very bearish on Amazon. Okay. What else do we have here? Goldman's down 275, JPM's down 40 cents, Chevron's down $1 after a big bounce yesterday. Bottom line is markets are getting hammered. Let's just go check one last time in on the spiders. Wow, look at this. Still off the lows, but we are right near those lows, folks. I mean, you're hammering here. The question is, can this double bottom hold, and can they bounce it up? And again, the reason why this low is a pivot support is because you have the low from I think this is last Friday. No, it's a week ago from Friday, excuse me. Yeah, so here was Fed Day Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then again Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So correct, yes. So this was a week ago, Friday. All right. When all is said and done, guys, this is a market that if you're a swing trader, you're going to be very successful in. And to do that, come join us here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. Take the 7-day free trial. If you're an investor or a swing trader, to the Research Center. Research Center is where it's at. We're giving swing trade alerts out daily that are triggering daily. There's so much action. I love this market. It just gives us so many opportunities to make money. If you're a day trader, take the 7-day free trial to the chat room. There's a 7-day free trial for everything here. Come join us and profit for life. Take care, guys.